one of the other things too is burning calories. I mean, whether you're walking before, in the middle, or after you eat, it is beneficial for calorie burning as well. So whatever healthy, delicious meal you're taking in, you can be you can feel good that, hey, at least I got some walking done. At least got some calories burned, so that's good.
I agree.
All
I
right.
concur.
All right, thanks guys.
Hey guys, welcome to another amazing week. Welcome to the Spice Life. Angela, how you doing today?
Doing good. I'm doing good.
Feeling good. Feeling
like
great.
I should.
Feeling good. How about you? No, it's good. It's good to hear you doing good. Let's go ahead and get the... First of all, my name is Chris. This is the outstanding Angela.
I don't know about all that.
And we're glad to have you here in our humble abode.
Yes.
So get the niceties and all those out of the way, right?
Yes. Thank you so much. You are so sweet. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
He's such a good husband.
I try.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what are some of the things you want to get out of the way?
Yeah, let's clear the board, clear the air first, guys. First of all, go ahead and follow us on our website, www.thespiceolife.com. Please follow us there. You can be alerted to our postings when we first post our shows. That's one of the first spots that we post to. So go ahead and follow us there. Also, we have a link tree, which has all our links there. And all of these things are going to be in the description below as well. So please check that. We got our podcast distribution site, YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Back to you, Chris.
Non-stop TikTok.
Yes.
So, guys, we promise you a part 2, and that's what we're going to do. So, really, how did we get to what we're talking about?
Yes.
Where the gears really shifted?
Yes.
And here is the thing. This is how I kind of saw it, remember it, Angela, and how it goes in my mind. Is when this was during the pandemic. It was one of those things where we went to, like we always do, like a leisure walk. Like he was like, hey, let's check out the new area, because we had moved.
Yeah.
So let's check out the new area. And I was like, okay. Didn't think much about it. Like we walk sometime. And with me, it's just stuff start clicking. That day, I think a little bit of things start clicking in my head. Like, I need to take this a little bit more seriously. But one thing I do remember when we walked, I don't know about you, but and I don't know if it was that first time we walked around the area or not, but within that first few times, I realized this is actually an enjoyable and therapeutic experience. Even though I've done this a million times, it's like my mindset changed about it.
Yes, it did. Also, too, Christopher, if you remember, one of the things you said when we first went on our walk, you was like, and I think that helped me, because you said, let's just get out here and let's just do it, and let's be consistent at it. We don't worry about how much weight we're going to lose. Don't worry about what we're going to eat or whatever. Let's just get out here and do it, because when we start off doing that and we're consistent at it, then then other things will come to that. And be honest with you guys, that's what I needed to hear, because I had failed at every little thing that I was trying to do, and I was unmotivated and I was disappointed in myself. But when he said that, I'm like, you know what? I can do that. Let me just commit to just getting out here and just walking. So yeah, you said that, and that was the beginning of my motivation.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it was.
I learned something new every day.
It's simple. It's like, just get out here and do it. Let's do it, and let's be consistent. I'm like,
so I think that's when we kind of became in sync.
Yeah.
Not this song, not the dance group, not the group, and not the singing group, but just aligned in our thinking.
Yes.
And that's important.
It is.
Whether hey, I'm just going to do it myself, or whether which I really recommend finding someone that thinks very similar on this matter, or at least can come to that point with you, go through this journey, go through this kind of thinking together. And there's a million reasons why it's great to do it.
Yeah.
You can say it's safer, or it's to me it's funner.
Yeah.
To me it's fun. I can have fun walking, whatever, but to have someone like you, Angela, to have similar thoughts about things, and then some of the amazing discussions we've had.
Yeah, so that helped too, because we were able to really talk and really have really good conversations during our walks. And what better time to walk when you're out there in that sun, getting the vitamin D, when you feeling good, you're doing something good towards your health, and when you're in a conversation. I remember one time we was walking, we were like, man, time is passing. It don't even seem like we're walking, or we walk this distance, because we're enjoying ourselves. We're into our conversations we have with each other. So that is a big plus. That's
a big plus.
Yes.
Another key is have fun.
Yes.
And when I say that, I don't mean like go out there saying, okay, I gotta find fun. I'm going to make sure I have some fun now. It's just you go out there and enjoy the moment. Be present.
Yes.
Enjoy your time. Of course, your brain will wonder like, oh man, what I got to do? I hope leave the, cooking and clean and all those things, and something from the past, something from the future. But as best you can, enjoy your present time.
Yeah.
Enjoy that fresh air, the beautiful. And sometimes it doesn't. The weather is not always good. But
true.
Another thing I remember until this point is the different beauties of the sky.
Oh yeah.
Take amazing pictures.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you guys, that's one thing I love. I love to see the beautiful sky. I mean, it is so, when I try to capture those moments when I see something out the ordinary. We've caught a few rainbows when it wasn't even raining, sometimes, there's like a rainbow around the sun, or different
kind of
in the
rain
clouds. On a beautiful, like bright blue, against the blue sky and the white clouds, and you see these different colors there. I caught a few of those moments, and I was just so amazed by that. So the nature as well, when you guys are able to see different things, different animals that are there, not that we ran into in the wildlife, but birds.
We didn't run into them, but we came across some.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you tell it. But yeah.
There may be more than what I remember. The one and you may about to say the same thing. The one I remember is the does, the little baby deers. The mama deer, and we were very close, and it was just amazing to watch this tiny little deer come across, and I think somebody was coming the other way, so they stopped.
Yes.
And so you don't usually see those when you walk. You just you driving, you might see something.
That's true.
And you're hoping that you don't see that in a bad sense, But those things, you just kind of keep your distance. You take your time to enjoy, and you keep it moving. Just another rare moment that you can capture because you're in the moment enjoying the walk.
Yeah, we also saw a fox as well. Was it?
Well, besides Angela, we did see a fox. That's right.
No? Say. I thought you were gonna say a fox, but I remember that. That was a cute deer, though. The doe. Well, you said with the little baby.
Well, the doe is a mama, right?
No, this was a little baby.
Fawn is the baby. That's what I should have said.
Yeah, fawn. No. Yeah.
The mama, I guess that's like a doe, but these were two little baby fawns, fawn deer, like little tiny baby deers. And I'm sure someone may mention in the comments at some point one day, like, oh well, let me give you the according to the Google.
Yeah, we're gonna get some correction on that. But
that's great. The more the merrier. More information, great information.
Basically, we really enjoy our walks. We really enjoy nature. So we are surprised. From time to time, we have our surprises there. We enjoy seeing it.
And you do meet others come across others. There are some that like once in a while you see somebody, oh, that's new. And then you do see some usual walkers and runners and different people. Not a lot, not a ton.
And at different times too.
Different times.
Yeah.
And some interesting ones too. So but I'm not gonna say anything after that. I don't want nothing, just in case that it's just, but you just enjoy yourself. So that's the key, guys. I think that's where I would say me and her was like, and we didn't discuss this, but it was just like things started clicking for us at the same time.
Yes.
Then we started looking closer at certain things. I started, and I think Angela even more so started looking at how the weight is going up and down, looking at mileage.
Yes.
And that's important. Let me tell you why. Some people say, why are you trying to treat? Let me tell you why. Because sometimes you have days, you whether it's you by yourself or someone else, you're gonna have days where it's gonna be several miles, and then it's gonna have to be, it's gonna just have to be one that day, whatever.
Yeah.
Because depending on the situation, and you're okay with that, and it's gonna have to be maybe, okay, well, let's knock out the treadmill.
Yeah. Yeah. Also too, I was going to mention, when you talk about weight, the things we're looking at, but I want to bring this out because in the beginning,
I didn't want to hog it. That's why I stopped. I didn't talk about the weight, but I'll talk about, no pun intended, the hogging part.
Yeah. I want to kind of just let you guys know in the beginning, we were at the heaviest that we've ever been in our lives. The weight was up there. I was experiencing pain in my back. Getting out there to walk for the first time wasn't an easy task, and I was very slow. I know Chris could say, can you pick it up just a little bit? But I really couldn't go any faster because I was so heavy. But listen, I'm telling you, even before I started walking, when we was trying to move our stuff, I couldn't move but one box. My back was hurting me so bad. I mean, my back, my leg. I was in tears one day because I wanted so bad to unpack my house, and I couldn't move but one box at a time. I had to what in the world? How did I get myself in this, where I was as far as that weight? And we both were there the highest, but just letting you know.
Well, I was higher than that before that. But.
Yeah, but still, 2021 was the highest weight that we were at, and we experienced health issues. That is a health issue if you're in pain. It's a health issue if your blood pressure is up. It's a health issue if you have high, if you have high glucose, on the verge of having diabetes. It is a health issue. You got to take care of it. Take care of yourself. But I want to mention that before we, move out of the beginning phases of our walk. It was a struggle for me in the beginning, but I was able to break the mental barrier, the motivation, the low motivation barrier, because that, like I said, what Chris said was easy for me. I'm like, he didn't say anything that was hard to do. Let's just do it. Let's just get out here and be regular. And that clicked, that ring a bell.
Because
to me,
if you think about it, if you're very realistic about it, there is no downside to that.
Right.
It's everything when it comes to walking is an upside.
Yeah.
It's even a higher level upside if you were the kind of person, say, I'm a social person, so I can have, again,
yes,
two people to keep you going.
Yeah.
Now, the weight thing, I got more focus on that. Angela always kind of was concerned about it or looked at it and was all, and here's the thing I want to keep, even that though, keep a balance. That's what I want to say. It's not something you want to become, I don't know it's a word I want to use, but you don't want to become overly, let me see, how much is it every day? Yeah. No, this is my observation. No need. You're going to worry yourself about that. But you do want to keep a liberal or realistic track of it. Now, if you're just one of those people that you can't help yourself, you got to do it. Hey, I'm not going to stop you. But I found for me, I'm less anxious or stressed about it if I'm not on top every 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's true, because getting on that scale too much can really ruin your motivation. I did get on it too much from towards the beginning, And I did tell Chris, like, you know what, this is not working, you know. I mean, of course I did lose a few pounds, but it wasn't coming off as fast as I wanted it to, because I was in the mental frame or mental state of being able to lose weight fast. And I was so ready for that pain to go away, you know, from the heavy, you know, from being heavier, that I was like, you know, what was, you know, I didn't want to, that's the thing too, I didn't want to stop, but I'm like, what do I need to do? You know, I need to see something. But I did have, you know, he did talk me. And that's the beauty of having Christopher there, as, you know, we helping each other. He helped me see it differently. So continue, or he kind of pushed me in the right direction, and not, hey, you don't need to be on that scale like that. You know, really, honestly, that scale wasn't telling the true factor of, you know, of my progress, because even though it didn't change, I still could be losing inches. You know what I'm saying? I was benefit from the mental, you know, of walking, you know, of exercise, of walking. So, you know, I really appreciate that.
And I'll tell you why. One of the reasons, I can just give you an observation of why I did it. You know, Angela, we would say, is the typical average person. And so this would apply to most of us. Some people may say, well, what I'm about to say may not apply to you, but I think it applies to your average person. And Angela would, in the morning, let's say in the morning, she get up before she really gets going, she'll get on the scale. And I'm up and I'm like, hey, what's wrong with you? She's like, I looked at the scale and it literally would, from that day, from that morning to the end of the day, it controlled, you know, not like she was, you know, going around beating somebody up or anything, but it definitely, you can see a difference in the persona of the person. Yeah. But on those days when she was like, you think I should check today? I'd be like, nah, I wouldn't check today, because, you know, we really did. And I'll go over reasons why. Hey, we really, we didn't get to do this, that, and the third. We did a little, now let's give it a day or two. And you're like, okay. And her different. She was different. Sometimes we know, think about this. Sometimes we know we shouldn't get on that scale because of whatever we did. Let's say a day, for the last day or two, 24, 48 hours or so leading up to that. And you're like, man, I hadn't been on the scale. You get on the scale, and your scale is like that coach. I remember it was a football coach, when they lost the thing, he was so upset. He said, what do you think about the other team? Well, they were who we thought they were. And that's the way it is when it came to, if you know you had, for the past few days you already knew that number may not be what you want. And now you just want confirmation?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that didn't do me any good at all. So, yeah.
This leads into something that is important. There are times you know you need to get up on that thing, because you know, man, I've been doing it. I mean, you know, I walk. Me and Chris, or me and Angela, we walk 3 miles that day, or we walk 2 miles a day before that. We walk 5 miles a day before that. We walk 4 miles a day. And so you know, okay, let me check this out. And two things you're gonna do, brother. It's a pound, brother. It's 3 pounds, brother. It's just a little few ounces, brother. It's almost stabilized. Celebrate the fact that something has happened, and you're moving in the right direction. I'm not saying beat yourself down if you didn't. I'm not saying beat yourself down if you at the same. In fact, you don't want to even try to focus on that. If you're really that worried about, like, man, it don't make no sense, just keep going. If it really means that much that you're bothered by not even really moving in your weight, just keep doing what you're doing and find ways to slightly improve it. That's what I was going to add, the reward part.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the rewards or some of the things you like that we've done as far as rewarding each other?
Yeah, we started off when we did good. We get each other gifts. You know, we would, you know, at certain accomplishment as far as the weight's concerned, I think it was every 5 pounds, or we would determine what number. Okay,
when we hit that number,
if we hit a certain number, then we'll, you know, if we hit it, then, you know, we get each other the gifts. So I like that. That was nice.
I'll tell you, one time I hit the number that morning. I was like, man, and I told Angela about it. And I think I must have went and drank some water and did something, because about halfway through the day, I went and checked it again. It was like slightly different. I was like, And then she was like, hey, what you got? I didn't even want to tell her because I had just told her about the one I had this morning, and I'm trying to get that reward.
Yeah, that
But I told her what it was. It changed. I told her it changed and whatever,
Yeah.
But she still was supportive and cool about it. But because I'm excited, like me personally, I don't know, and I probably told you this before. I look forward to being able to reward Angela. That's another thing with the attitude. Like, look forward to whoever the person that you're doing that walk with and doing it with. Look forward to being able to celebrate with them. I wouldn't even focus so much on what you're going to get. Forget that, because you all know it's more gift than happiness in giving than receiving.
Exactly. Celebration is important. That's something that you can look forward to.
Sharing the journey.
Yeah, you're sharing in it. But I was going to say too that, excuse me, sorry.
You're just thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking that, I think don't be so tied up in the time. Embrace that journey. Like Christopher and I embraced the journey because we knew that we had a lot of weight that we had to lose, but we wanted to enjoy the time, but also be in the mind frame that we were going to keep it off. We're going to do something easy to keep it off. We weren't going to do nothing so drastic because we knew we did some crazy stuff to try to lose the weight. At the beginning, we were going to really talk ourselves out of walking, and we didn't want that. But yeah, embrace that journey,
Now, another aspect of it is starting to adjust and be more aware of what you eat. Again, balance with how you deal with this. When I say balance, of course, you all, if you need to, I might need to consult a physician. I need to, I'm not going to tell you not to get professional help and look into all that. That's your choice. That's what you want to do that. But no matter what, after you do all that, is start really looking at how you eat and what you eat. And those are two different things.
Yeah.
How you eat, this is the thing. Speed, slow, fast.
Yes.
That's how you eat. What you eat is, if I tend to eat a lot of fast food, or I tend to eat a lot of sweet stuff, or I tend to eat a lot of vegetables. That's the what you eat part.
Yes.
What are you eating? And here's where things are different. Don't get locked into a diet. That's to me where, and I'm speaking for myself. I can't look into. You can tell me in a second here.
Yeah.
I don't get any joy out of saying I got to lock in and eat this way. Now, definitely not going to try to eat like a person that's a lot of bad eating and stuff I know would not help me and cause me all kind of health issues. But I do know that I'm going to enjoy what I eat, but also be able to switch the style up, as they say.
Yeah, you that is so important, because we talked about lifestyle. You want to eat where you are, that this could be a way of eating or a pattern that you can keep up with, and not nothing that's going to be, and we're talking about the majority of the time. They say 80-20 or whatever, but from time to time, we did little things to kind of help boost it, which we'll go into later, the little boost part, that we did to kind of ramp up the weight loss. But
you talking about like the vitamins and stuff?
No, I'm talking about, when we did different phases.
Okay.
So basically, guys, it's like Christopher and I pretty much either continue to lose the weight or kept the weight off or whatever. We're not on a particular diet plan. We are not. From time to time, we do challenges. We'll call them challenges. Mm-hmm. And we'll go into that later. But you don't, like for me, it was so important for me to do this time without having to lose all the weight doing like a keto diet or doing, Weight Watchers or whatever. I want it to be to where I could just control this weight just by ordinary foods that we have here. How can I control this weight with the food that we normally eat? Mm-hmm. Controlling like the portion control, with the amount of food we eat, the different times we eat, because honestly, we pretty much are probably we call it intermittent fasting, because we don't eat three meals a day. We don't do that because we don't need to.
Honestly,
we don't,
and this probably be another whole show we got to do on food and eating.
Yes,
and stuff.
I know we got to go into that loop. I'm sorry, I hit my mic.
But that's but going with what you said, listen, this is kind of in line with what you were just saying.
Yes.
Listen to your body. Listen to it. Do not ignore it. It may tell you, man, I'm not even really hungry. Why are we going here?
Yeah.
Why we got to do that? Also, don't you sometimes in your body it may say, man, I need something a little saltier. I need something with a little bit more juiciness in it, or sweetness in it, or this or that. And sometimes that is your body literally saying this is too low, or this is too much.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean that, well, I always have a taste for sweets. Let me just, where's my ice cream and cookies? No. But there are times where you want to make slight adjustments to how, even if there's a certain way you eat. Some people are keto style and South Beach styles and all these different styles they have, fine. But I guarantee you there's more. This is where it gets stressful, is when you try to stay within some kind of rigid, like like it's and maybe somebody needs that structure, and that's where they get the joy, but I don't. So I'm healthy eating, and because we have our cooking show, so we find creative and think of creative ways to eat things we like, plus still enjoy what we eat and have fun in what we eat, but at the same time be able to, oh man, I like eating hamburgers. Okay,
right.
How can we enjoy a real hamburger? Because people think about a diet immediately, especially me, us as guys, be like, okay, well, what rabbit food I gotta eat now? Which is not the deal. You don't have to do that.
That's true. And I was just so surprised at the fact that we were able to do this. I mean, it's coming up on next month will be a year that we officially started walking. So
focused on it.
We start focused on it.
It became real. We took it more seriously, and we realized we were going to enjoy this journey and make it part of our lifestyle. Our lifestyle.
Part of lifestyle.
So that's the thing. Once you start, again, don't try to build Rome.
Right.
Just put one foot in front of the
yes,
other.
Just start.
Some people are in a situation or a position where they say, man, I can barely get to them. Well, get to the mailbox today. Get to the mailbox tomorrow whenever you decide. Start there. And you went to the mailbox. Next time you might walk down to a tree down there.
Yeah.
So just get going into a little bit of a pattern and routine. And then while you're doing that, of course you want to keep your eyes on everything going on, but still take the time to enjoy your environment.
Yes.
Enjoy, and it's so important. Enjoy the environment.
Yeah.
Give you time to think. Give you time to just kind of see it as almost therapeutic.
Oh yeah, and that's the way we saw it. It was so therapeutic for us. We got to not only enjoy nature, but we got to talk to each other. We had some very good conversations that kind of really helped strengthen and build, us up. So we talk about any and everything. But it was so we were so happy that we did this, that we took that first step and we got out there and did it, despite the challenges. Like I said, I had some challenges myself physically, but we did it. We got out there and did it. And like I said, it'd definitely be another show about the eating and what we did, because guys, we knocked it out the park.
And you need to understand, it's not even what we did, it's what we do.
Yes.
It's never stop for me. For me, I have decided in my mind, I'm never going to stop this.
Right.
I am personally never going to stop. So brother, no matter what I lose or gain, it's an ongoing.
Yes.
Because I enjoy it. I find the joy and I find the fun in it. I'm not going to lock into another pattern of losing and gaining weight. You have to decide those things in mind. You're not going to be that person ever again. Whether it's 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 1 week, you're not going to go through this loop.
No,
you're going to make a change here and now, and boom, just keep on going.
Yes.
Don't think about how you did or whatever it did. Just keep going.
You can do it.
And like you said, we'll talk more about the food and things and certain things you can try. But
that'll probably be part 3. We didn't realize we need these different parts. thank you guys for tuning in to us. We appreciate you guys listening to us. Don't forget to follow us as well. Thank you for joining today.
Appreciate you so much. This is Chris. That is the Angela. And you have just got finished listening to the Spice.
Oh. Live.